Onishe Ogenisa.
Ndo.
Ogenisa.
Ndo.
Ogenisa.
Ndo, so.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Same to you.
Thank you for agreeing to this conversation.
You're welcome.
The entire purpose of this interview is to provide clarity on recent developments within the Ubulu-Uku Kingdom and to allow the public hear directly from you on matters of leadership, unity, security, and development. We sincerely appreciate your willingness to speak openly at this time. And so to proceed with my first question, Onishe, I'd like to begin with the issue surrounding the alleged suspension and the broader chieftaincy situation, which have generated a lot of public discussion. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, for the issue of the suspension, it came up last year. And I must tell you, it was an unfortunate situation for us that very day in Ubulu-Uku. I saw elders crying, mothers crying, people were confused. What is going on? What are they turning our communities into? And we try to look into these issues because according to our traditional laws and customs, there are processes which the Onishe can be suspended or removed. We have declaration before state government. And if you check our declaration, you will see that Umuzim, the prince of the land, they are properly recognized in our declaration. And also Umubi, that's the royal family too. And before a king gives out title, it must be in consultation with the Umuzim. They must agree before the title must be given, because they have to verify to make sure that the title is being given to the right lineage that owns it. Because every title, especially the Dima title, they all belongs to a lineage. Just like we have the lineage of kings in Ubulu-Uku, we have the lineage of Onishe. So everybody was very sad. Nobody was happy. And also, according to our state traditional rulers law, it takes the state traditional, it takes the state House of Assembly and the state ESCO to remove a gazetted chief. But what we saw on that day was the uncles of the OB writing a letter, signing and posting on social media. I saw it on media. No letter was delivered to me that Onishe have been suspended for whatever they have alleged. These people, they are not recognized with any traditional rule in our community. These are buccaneers that want to keep hijacking the resources of the community, selling land, doing illegal businesses in the name of the king. There is a parable in my place that says, Keto Bumweze Omenwene. Today, you are a son of a king, but tomorrow you will be his brother. These people, they have committed so many crimes in our community. They believe they are above the chiefs. They are above every lineage. They can take decisions and nobody will question them. It was a sad day for us. And when we went further to look at what happened, what led to this, we found out that the OB never suspended the Onishe. He never said such a thing. The uncles are just looking for a way they can get rid of the Onishe because they find it difficult to manipulate the Onishe. They find it difficult to compel the Onishe to do their bidding. Because what they are looking for is not what I'm looking for in life. Where they are in life is not where I am. I became an Onishe to save my people, to help my people, to lift them, to empower them, and not to steal from them or take what belongs to them. The Yobi uncles, They keep manipulating things to suit themselves. So we went further to look at the whole situation. A day before the suspension, the night before the suspension, I received a call from the palace secretary, and that was the day I returned back to Abuja. My wife was heavily pregnant, and I just returned to Abuja. The traditional council secretary called me, Barrister Baze, at 7 p.m. I said, Diokba, what is the problem? He said he just finished talking with the OB. The OB said that there will be meeting, Zoom meeting tomorrow. Everybody should make sure they are part of the meeting. I said, wow, did you tell the OB to reach out to me? He said, yes, so that they brought phone. Someone brought phone for him to talk to the OB. I said, okay, I'll call the OB. I called him 10 times. The OB didn't pick my call. I called the uncles. Nobody picked up my calls. And I left the whole issue like that. The only thing I said to the council secretary that if it's a Zoom meeting, they should make the information, details available for those who are in diaspora. Because we have chiefs in diaspora, we have those that live in Lagos, Port Harcourt and other places, so that we can join. The OB is in London, is not on ground. If he can join through Zoom, then we can as well join. It's not mandatory that everyone will be present there. He said, okay. I waited for these details. I didn't get any information. Later, I found out that I got information that it was just a WhatsApp call and a microphone placed beside the phone so that it can be audible for people to hear. And in their discussion, they never mentioned suspension. The OB never suspended the Onishe. What the OB said was that the Onishe should step aside from UDC election. And the secretary asked him, what do you mean by step aside? He said, I should not interfere in the election of UDC. Who are these UDC? The UDC is a developmental union of this community. We have constitution of UDC. We have organogram of our community. That states that the UDC is a committee under the Obin Council and shall work hand in hand and take directive from Obin Council. But these guys said they are autonomous. First, they went to incorporate UDC, making their friends and allies the signatories to the registration of UDC. That's the board of is a board of directors, or what is it called? Yes. So we saw that. We were like, how can you people do this? No chief from the palace, the king is not there. Who are these people? We called them for meetings severally to come. They refused to come. At the time, they said, okay, they will come. And they came. On that very day, the president then, Jonathan Moye, insulted the house, insulted the Obin Council. He was raising his voice. Even when we tell him, oh, speak to us in a way that we all understand. 1 minute he's talking to us, the other minute he's telling us they are calling him at work, his bank, he wants to talk to them, he wants to do this. So he was not stable with us. And I ended that meeting. I said to him, whenever you are ready, reach out to us so that we can have a proper meeting. And that was how we ended the meeting. We waited for Jonathan to reach out to us. But Jonathan refused to write to Obin Council. Then we wrote letters 4 times to Jonathan, to this UDC. They refused to honor the letter. The next thing, they brought a letter to us that they want to do election. So we started arguing. They started calling the OB. The OB lives in London. What they do is that whenever they want to have their way, they They will manipulate the OB's uncle, bribe them, and the OB uncles will talk to the OB, sidelining his councils of chief so that they can have their way. Later, after their discussion with the OB reached out to me, and I explained the situation to him, and he told me to go to Ubulu-Uku. I should sit with the chiefs and call these people for meetings so that we can iron these issues out, which I did. I went to Ubulu-Uku. We called them. They refused to come. They refused to answer. And I reached out to the OB. The OB said that we should take a decision, which the council took a decision and suspended the election. And that was not the first election that had been suspended in the history of UDC. Even Jonathan himself, his own election was suspended. And that very day, they went to Palace and lifted that suspension. We are brothers. It's a family business. When your elders take decisions against you, what you will do is to approach them with stakeholders in UDC. And at the end of the day, the issue will be resolved and they will clear them to go and do election. But Jonathan said that he is a prince, that he is the son of Ojukobi, that nobody can direct him on what to do, that they are autonomous. The next thing, he called the youth president then, Abona. They formed alliance. They went to the venue where they were supposed to do the election, because already you have locked up the place, sealed it with on our traditional ways of sealing up a place. They went there, destroyed everything, break into the compound. We reached out to the police. The police came there, advised Jonathan that he should take this issue to Palace. Jonathan refused. Because of that, the youth of the community and the vigilante that are in support of the OB in council and the OB started fighting them. What they did was to go to one of the airlines' house, Mike Ejofo, to go and say they have conducted election, 5 persons. And they took a picture and started publishing everywhere. And that was what happened between us and UDC.